Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Regan and this is Regan Writes. Today we're actually going to be doing some writing because I haven't actually been writing that much at the minute. Over the past month I've been working on my novel and like editing it and kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with it going forward when it comes to rewriting it, which is what I'm going to be doing today. And so I'm glad to finally be able to get back into writing. And of course at the minute it's November, and so that means it's NaNoWriMo, which is basically just stands for National Novel Writing Month. So NaNoWriMo, if you don't know, is basically a challenge online where people participate and try to write a 50,000 word novel in the month of November. My book that I'm working on is going to be hopefully around 100,000 words once I'm done, so I'm not planning on completing it during November or NaNoWriMo, just because I can't do 100,000 words in a month. Even if I didn't have a job, even if I had nothing going on, I probably couldn't do that. I'd have to be working like 10 hours a day on the book. I can't do that. And so I'm aiming for 50,000 for the month, but just so you know, I am planning on doing about 100,000 for the actual book itself once it's complete. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain to you what I'm going to be doing for today, because today I'm going to be trying to do a 10k challenge, and I'm going to do one of these per week for the rest of November. So this is the first one, and I'm going to try and do 4 throughout the month. And I'm trying to do it where I get 10,000 done each week for this month, so that I can at least get around 40,000 words done kind of in bulk. And then for the rest of the month per day I'll do about 1,000 words, maybe more, but I'll try to do at least 1,000 words every other day, so that by the end of the month I'll be just over 50,000 words. I'm not sure exactly what it equates to, but I might not even get a full 10,000 each time, so you know, it'll be around 50,000 once I'm done, probably a little bit over that, if I manage to successfully complete the challenge. So let me just show you on the whiteboard how I'm going to break up today and how I'm going to kind of go about doing 10,000 words, because this is a lot for me. I think the most I've ever done in a day is about 3,500 words, so this is like far and away the most amount of writing I will have ever done in a day. Actually no, I think I might have done 5,000. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely not 10,000. 10,000 is at least double the amount of what I've ever been able to do in the past. So here I've kind of laid out how I'm going to break up the day. So in the first hour I'm going to plan on doing 2,000 words, and then second hour 2,000, third hour 2,000, so I can get the bulk of it done in the first few hours, so that by the time it gets to the 4-hour mark, which is when I'm probably going to get a little bit fatigued, I'll only have to do 500 an hour, which is pretty slow for me. And so I think I should be able to do that pretty easily. So yeah, I'm planning on getting everything done in 7 hours. It's currently 1 o'clock, just over, or just past 1 o'clock. So let's just get straight into it and get this done. So I might have lied a little bit. I actually need to get something done before I do my writing. I need to give my rabbit some hay, so you can watch me do that for a little bit. I'm just gonna go grab some hay and then put it in the little hay things and then hay feeders. And then we can get into writing. So the hutch does look a little bit barren at the minute, and it's because we only just got the hutch yesterday. We are going to get some like stuff to put in the bottom of the tray so that it's kind of a bit more comfy and cozy. And also I'm going to shift some things around. This is just temporary. Also yes, I am transporting the hay in a Sainsbury's bag because I don't really have anything else to move it around in. Because we have a subscription to Haybox, which, if you don't know, is basically just like an online service where you can order hay, and they'll send you massive boxes. Depending on what you order, you can order like massive boxes of hay, and we usually get like 3 boxes at a time, because it works out a lot cheaper than buying like little bags. And so I have no other way to bring up the hay, because it's in these massive boxes. The rabbits can't seem to grasp that they can eat this hay from inside the hutch. I don't know if you can see them. There they are. They're down here eating the hay out of the box like that. They're kind of meant to sit in the litter boxes and eat it through the bars, but they just they don't really get it, bless them. But is that good? Aww. Oh, no babies. I'm sorry, did I annoy you? Alright, so currently, as you can see, I'm on 1,144 words. I just did 1,000 as my goal for yesterday, but I'm going to I'm going to update that now to, because I want to try and get 2,000 words done in this hour, I'm going to change it to 3,144. Cool. So now that's set at 3,144, and that's the goal for this little hour-long writing session. Once again, I'm going to be using the Pomodoro method. So I'm going to get into the 25 minutes in a sec. I'm just going to get some music going, and then we can get into it. I've got my coffee to stay energized and focused, and I've got my water to stay hydrated. Alright, so the first hour is up. That felt pretty successful. I got into a good flow with that actually. I was really getting into it, and I managed to cap off at 2,497 words, which if you take off what I started with, that means that I just wrote 1,353 words, which that's pretty good to be fair. That's a good amount of writing for an hour. I guess technically it wasn't even an hour because it was only like 25 minutes plus 25 minutes, so about 50 minutes, but we'll just say an hour. Yeah, 1,353 words. Let's put it up on the board. 1,353. Cool, so not quite 2,000, but that's a decent amount, I think. I'm not sure how many words exactly we've got left to do, but I'm going to take this 5-minute break. I might go get some lunch, and then we'll be back to get into the second hour of writing. Cool, so I've got my lunch. I'm just going to eat this and a banana to be healthy, and then I'll get back into writing. It'll only take me like 5 minutes to eat this, so once I've got this, I'll get back into it and I'll update you once I've finished the second hour, so see you then. Alright, so hour 2 is now up, and I say it was an hour, it was actually about 2 hours, because I kind of got distracted a little bit, and I was like, you know, scrolling through the internet, and just, yeah, I just got a bit distracted. When I had lunch, it kind of went over a little bit, and I feel like this little writing session that I've just done this past hour, I guess, has been not quite as productive as the last one. Like, I really didn't do too well. I did okay though. I mean, I think I've calculated it, and I think I did like 881 words. I'm currently on 3,378 so far for the entire book. By now, I wanted to be at 5,144. So, yeah, a little bit behind by like almost 2,000 words. I don't know how I'm going to be able to come back from this. But anyway, let's put it on the board. So 881 out of 2,000 for hour number 2. So down by almost 50%. Yikes. I think the reason that I'm going so slow at the minute is because I've pretty much completely rewrote, well, not even rewrote, I've completely added in a whole new beginning of chapter 1 to the book, because in the original, well, in the first draft that I've got, that I was just editing last month, it kind of starts where James, the main character, is on the call with the police in the town that he needs to go back to, and it basically starts off with him going back to that town. Like, it jumps straight into it pretty much. Whereas I wanted to have a bit more of a lead up to that point. I didn't want to jump straight into him going back to the town. I wanted a bit of context, a bit of backstory for him. I mean, I started off with what happened the night that his sister disappeared, and then kind of went from there up until, like, briefly went over certain areas in his life and things that happened over the past like 3,000 words. Like, what's his relationship with his parents has been like, and how it's kind of disintegrated over time, and how he's dealt with what happened to his sister with alcohol and food and these addictions and coping mechanisms, and how he started his podcast to help find missing kids and get the word out about these cases that are kind of swept under the rug and no one really talks about. And right now I'm at the bit where he's just moved out of his parents' house because he was basically given like an ultimatum, and it was either he gets out, because they know that he's making this podcast about missing kids, and he's talking a lot about his younger sister that went missing, and his parents have kind of, well, the way they've coped with Lucy's disappearance is by pretty much sweeping it under the rug, which is exactly the opposite of what James wants to do. It's a painful situation for them, and rather than clinging on to the hope that they're one day going to find her, by this point in the book when he moves out, it's been about 8 years since she disappeared, and there's just nothing, no word, no developments, absolutely nothing. They haven't found out anything since the night she went missing, and so they've kind of given up hope. And right now James is kind of left with this ultimatum, whether he stays at home and gives up looking for his sister and trying to find out what happened to her and getting the word out about her and doing this podcast about other missing kids. He can either give all that up and stay at home with his parents, or he can move out, carry on with the podcast, carry on trying to look for his sister, and he chooses that. He chooses to move out because that's more important to him than forgetting, because he also feels a little bit guilty about what happened and blames himself a little bit even though he shouldn't. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. He's just moved out, and we're about to get into him learning a bit more about some other kids that have gone missing in the same area that his sister went missing, and that's going to kind of lead into where the first draft of the book picks up. So we get into that point. I just wanted a bit more of a setup with this, so that's why this is taking a bit longer, is because this is all brand new. Like, none of this has been written. I kind of knew a lot of this stuff happened, but I didn't really go into much detail in the first draft about it. Time has just gone off, so I need to get back into that. like these angles got to be getting boring by now, just seeing the same old room. But I just finished the 3rd hour of writing. Again, I've gone a little bit over. It's actually, holy shit.
Holy shit.
It's like 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. and I just finished the 3rd hour, even though I started this whole thing at like 2 p.m. I think, just before 2 p.m. Those 3 hours lasted 6 hours. I get way too distracted way too easily. But just a little hourly update. I just wrote in that 3rd hour 1,159 words. So better than the last hour by like 200 nearly. So that's cool, but still a lot lower than what I wanted to do. But we'll add it to the board nevertheless. So 1159. So in total today, so far, that makes 3,393 words. I have broken it up into chapters, but this is the overall word count for the entire document, I guess. So I'm on 4,537 words. So I'm going to try, I'm probably not going to be going for another 4 hours like I planned. Just because if I go for another 4 hours, I'm going to be going till midnight. And I do have other stuff that I want and need to do today. So I want to try and at least get 5,000 words done. If I can do 5,000 words, that's like the most I've ever done in one day. So I'll still be proud of that. I know it's only half the amount of what I planned on doing, but honestly I didn't expect myself to be able to do 10,000 in a day. I guess this is like training for the next time I do one of these challenges, which will be in a week-ish. Maybe next time I'll be able to do a little bit better, but this is a good starting point to kind of see how things have gone. I think I've struggled most when it comes to the fact that I've been making a lot of this stuff up, or pretty much all of this stuff, like I said last time in my last check-in. It's just getting hard to be in this room for much longer. Like I'm just starting to lose it a little bit, go a little bit loopy. So I think I might do, I mean it's like it's at 8 o'clock now pretty much. I think I might go until 9 o'clock, try and get another 1,500 words. I'll try and do that, 1,500 words over the next hour, and then I'll come back and hopefully I will have made it to 5,000 for the day, and that's where we can leave it off. Let's go. Okay, so for hour 4, I managed to do 1,006. Let's tally all of that up for the first 10k challenge. So in total, what we got for today's 10k challenge is 4,399. So 4,399. So could have been worse, could have been better, but. And then for the project overall, we're on 5,543 words. Oh my god, I'm so red. I don't know why I'm so red. I think it's because it's really warm in here at the minute. Also, I'm greasy as fuck. What the hell? I'm looking rough. This lighting's not helping. There we go. I have to have the camera like that. I'm done. I'm done. It's 20 past 9. I've been going since about 1 p.m. on and off. I've really tried. I've really tried my best. Yikes. I really was expecting to do a lot more than that, but I ended up doing 4,399 words for the whole day. Ooh. See, on a normal day, I'd be looking at that and I'd be thinking, oh my god, I did such a good job. But I think it's because I've been in here for so long today. That feels like nothing. I'm both disappointed in myself, but also proud of myself for still doing like almost 5,000 words. Like, I was only 600 words away. I could do it now, but I'm so tired and I've got other stuff that I need to get on with. I've got work tomorrow and I've got to do stuff in the morning. Like, I'm too busy. So I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm not going to be disheartened by this though. I am going to do another 3 of these challenges. It'll be fun to see how I do the next time. That'll be interesting because I wasn't really prepared for what this was actually going to be like, and I feel like I went into it unprepared. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just threw myself into it like with most things and then regretted it after the fact. So I think next time I'm going to do a little bit more planning before then so that I have a bit more of a outline to go off of, because I have no outline at the minute. I did not outline this again like I was planning on doing just because I ran out of time. So I just jumped right into it, and I found it easy to jump back into it right away with the first chapter because it's only about 300-400 words long. Or with the first 1,000 words that I wrote yesterday, they were really easy. But today I've really struggled. There have been bits that have flowed really easily, and then there have also been bits that have been really difficult to get through and a bit of a slog. So I think if I have a bit of an outline to go off of, I'll find it a bit easier. We know that for next time, bitch. But for now, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Because like I said, I've got to go. I'm gonna go get some dinner, chill for the rest of the night. Well, actually, I can't chill for the rest. I need to edit another video and upload it, so I need to go do that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're doing NaNoWriMo in the comments. Tell me how you're doing, how far along you are. This video is going to be up on the 7th, but I'm actually recording this on the 2nd, so it will have been 5 days since then. So put whatever you're on in the comments. Tell me, let me know. I want us to do this together, you know. Any of you that are doing NaNoWriMo, let's do this together. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!